Colonel Andre Davids vividly remembers the March 2nd, 1996 crime scene he was put in charge of securing.
The way it affects me, I have a personal stake.
Around 3:40 a.m. that day, then Corporal Davis answered a 911 call for shots fired in the 6400 block of York Road in Towson.
It's important to me. It's important for any of my cases that I'm involved in to try to bring that case to a close, to try to find closure for the family.
Just a few minutes earlier, Jody LeCornu had been sitting across the street in her white Honda Civic making phone calls. Someone drove up to her car, briefly spoke to her, then fired one shot as she drove away.
That sounded really, really close. So we immediately started looking around.
Vince Raines remains haunted by what he saw that night. He and a co-worker were unloading a truck at Boston Market close to the crime scene. He says the restaurant phones didn't work. Cell phones were not common in 1996.
We attempted to call out many times on the phone system there, and to no avail.
The bullet smashed through LeCornu's rear left passenger window, piercing the driver's seat, lodging into her back. She managed to drive across the street into the parking lot of a giant food store. Raines told police he saw a white BMW follow the Honda Civic, then park next to it.
We watched this person get out of the car and look around very casually.
Raines says he was about 200 feet away and couldn't see the shooter's face. He told police the suspect is a black male, 5'10" to 6'1", 200 to 220 pounds, wearing a green fatigue-style coat. He could now be in his mid-40s, early 50s.
We watch him reach in the car and turn off something, turn off the lights. If I'm not mistaken, he turned the lights off, maybe took it out of gear, reached in, retrieved something, stood up, looked around again.
Raines drove his truck a quarter-mile away to a 24-hour gas station and asked the attendant to call police. Raines says he told investigators the shooter maybe stayed 4 minutes before slowly driving away.
In 1996, I think we did everything we could. We secured the scene. Homicide has responded. Forensics came out.
The LeCornu cold case is the largest on file at the police department.
We follow up every single lead. We interview, we re-interview people, and we look at every piece of evidence that we could look at.
LeCornu grew up in Annapolis. In 1996, she attended Towson University and worked part-time at a bank in Hunt Valley. Police now know she spent the evening at Mount Washington Tavern. At closing time, she drove an employee home, stopped at a liquor store to buy a six-pack of beer, and ended up sitting alone in the Drumcastle parking lot less than a mile from her house.
We did a reenactment of the crime scene.
Jenny Carreri is LeCornu's twin sister.
And we feel very confident that the suspect, when he reached in the car, Jody's window was rolled down, that he touched her body. He took several items out of her car.
The police crime lab arranged for DNA testing late last year, but authorities encountered a problem. Too many people may have come in contact with LeCornu, leaving their DNA on her clothes. Today's technology can't sort it all out.
If the mixture is too convoluted as not to be able to be separated out, then we would not be able to move forward with that sample, and that would be inconclusive.
Family members say this case has been full of false hopes and disappointments. Security cameras closest to the crime scene weren't working. The only video available is too grainy to enhance. There are no matches on a latent fingerprint found inside the car. DNA is inconclusive. Family members are hoping a $100,000 reward will entice someone to come forward and provide the answers they've been looking for the past 26 years. For the 11 News I-Team, I'm David Collins.